definitely shows that we're going in the wrong direction. Because it shows that we're taking power out of the people, or they are taking the power out of the people's hands.
So you're not suggesting that, you know, this is all about the right to hunt?
No, no.
The Second Amendment wasn't put there to say we have the right to hunt.
No. No, it's absolutely been put there to have the right to protect ourselves as the people. Against the government, basically.
Well, if the government becomes oppressive,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
This is kind of like you know, the last resort,
yeah.
right? The Second Amendment is the last resort thing. That's why the Second Amendment comes second, not first.
Totally.
Because we can peacefully assemble, we can petition the government for redress of grievances. That's in the First Amendment. You know, the freedom of speech, the freedom of the press. You know, all of those things are a peaceful solution to a government that is corrupt or becoming oppressive, right?
Yep.
To help push the pendulum back towards freedom instead of tyranny. It says in the Second Amendment, the right of the people to keep, that means to own, right?
Yeah.
And to bear means, if necessary, to use, right? Shall not be infringed. So what does that mean? Does that mean that we should be limited to just knives, or limited to just handguns, or what does that mean?
It does not specify. It's to protect. So it really, honestly, it means to me, it means if we want, we should be able to have like tanks. No, I'm totally serious.
If you can afford a tank,
like, I mean, it really does. I mean, like as of course, 100% only for protection of our rights of freedom.
Yeah.
You know, like not anything other than that. Like it's, you know, it's
like if someone could buy a tank, and then they rolled it down Main Street and started shooting up the downtown of Main Street, America somewhere. Do they have the right to do that?
No. Absolutely not. I mean,
that's ludicrous, right? But you know, the government puts together tanks, and in you know, in the words being used here, well-regulated militia. But that the purpose is to defend the freedom, usually from foreign enemies, right? But if the government were to misuse that power and start to turn that power on its own people, then people ought to have the ability to defend themselves against that with this similar arms, right? But
I mean, not to mention,
do we in today in 2012, you know, can we lawfully own a Sherman tank?
No.
How about a machine gun?
No.
Has the Second Amendment been infringed?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the current state.
Absolutely.
You know, do we really want to live in a world where we have to exercise our Second Amendment to defend our freedom?
No.
Do we want to live in that world?
Please no.
Please no. But do we want to still have that card in our hands?
Yeah. I mean,
right, to be able to exercise it if necessary. And my prayer, my hope, and my wish is that it never comes to the point where, you know, we as the people have to really exercise the Second Amendment to get the job done of restoring any kind of loss of freedom.
Yeah.
And it's my firm belief that we can use all the things within the First Amendment to stand up for our freedom, 100 million strong, and peacefully, without a single drop of blood being shed on either side, to redress the loss of freedom, the erosion of our freedom, and restore it peacefully.
Yeah.
So that's, you know, you could say United for Freedom Foundation is all about a First Amendment approach to restoring freedom. While doing that, you know, we should restore the freedom contained within the Second Amendment. A lot of the erosion of our freedom is happening within the Second Amendment.
Yeah.
But you know, the right to keep and the right to bear. It doesn't say guns; it says arms.
Yeah.
Right.
Which specifically means anything that's going to protect you.
Yeah. we have the right to protect ourselves.
Totally.
You know, against criminals, against, you know, wild bear, you know, whatever it takes to protect ourselves and our families, we should have the right to be able to defend ourselves. And if the government gets completely out of control and starts to turn on us, we should have the means to fight back, to protect ourselves.
Sadly but truly, they've already done so much, tread upon the Second Amendment so much, that I don't even, quite honestly, I don't even know if there would even be a possibility of us as a people being able to do that. Like, so, like,
It's scary.
it's really kind of scary. Like, not even kind of scary, it's really scary. Because it, from what I see as far as in society, there's already like, the majority of people don't have arms, don't have guns, don't even have any type of, you know, self-defense mechanism, you know, so it's kind of sad.
Well, I mean, you know, there are people that they're scared about guns.
Yep.
They're scared what guns could do, and there's a lot of people out there that feel like they don't trust people to have guns.
Well, I mean, there's something to be said about that, because there's been a lot of cases in the world, in America, that have shown that, you know, that, and I mean, of course the media like really shows those things, you know, so that they can really like pull the guns out and whatnot. I think the coolest thing about this, though, in my opinion, is that with what you've created, since we can't, most likely we can't do anything with the like as far as Second Amendment goes and really protect ourselves if it came down to it. We have to do it through the First Amendment. We have to do it like the way you're doing it.
Yes.
Other than that, it won't change.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would be a challenge, although, you know, there are a lot of people that feel like, I mean, take for example the Revolutionary War. Mm-hmm. Okay. This war was won by regular people. They weren't really, you know, most of the people, most of the patriots during the Revolutionary War, they were farmers and they were regular just people, right? Yeah. And yet they beat this well-trained, massive British army. Yeah. So there's always hope.
Well, they had the intention,
if it's necessary,
drive, they had the faith, and when it comes down to it, you're right. When it comes down to it, when it's push comes to shove, and when there's one choice or the other, and if it came down to that, there's a lot of people on both, like on the other side, that would just swing over to we the people. Because when it comes down to it, it's we the people, you know. So how many people really would like go against all of their family and all, you know what I mean? It'd be kind of interesting. It'd be really insane, kind of. I pray that it never happens.
I pray that it never happens too. You know, are the police part of we the people?
Everyone's part of we the people.
Exactly. What about the military?
We the people.
Should the police and the military get behind the Bill of Rights?
Absolutely, they should.
Don't they swear an oath to this? Right? You know, the beautiful thing is that what we're doing is something that even the people who would be the ones that, you know, represent the force of government, you know, they should think twice before following an order that suggests that they must turn against the people that they're supposed to be serving.
Totally.
They should, like, that's not such a good order. Where's that order coming from?